Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, anyone watching. It is episode 54. We got the fellas here. We got a little sub, bumped out Sova. Quick little ad drop deadline. Grab Tom. It's been a hot sec, but it's good to be back. Tom, what you been up to, man? It's been a while since we've last spoke. Jeez.
It has, had a long season coaching two teams. Season ended, decided that I'm taking a break next year, so figured I'd stay involved in the game and start a little hockey subscription box. So that's what I've been working on lately.
Oh yeah. What teams were you coaching last year? Which ones?
So I had 12A2, and then I had 16AA.
Oh
So
shit.
it was an interesting year to say the least.
How are the
Very
tourneys?
long.
What'd you go for tourneys this year?
We went to Knoxville, Tennessee with my 12s. Went to Dallas. Ended up winning that with the U16 team. Had to carry around a big cowboy boot around the airport. Everyone thought I was a cowboy and asked me, "How'd you win that trophy?" And about 50 times, I just had to let them know that I didn't do anything. I was just a coach, and it's from hockey. And they were very confused, like, "Excuse me, hockey? Why is it a cowboy boot?" But other than that, it was pretty local in South Florida.
Oh yeah. Those are some good spots for tourneys. I know when I was supposed to coach, I was supposed to be with you on that 12U team, right?
Yeah, buddy,
Oh,
you were.
we're gonna
I
have
would
to
have loved
reunite
that.
and do a little tourney. Yeah, I had that, and I had the 8U, whatever you want to call it, minor team.
Yep,
But
yep.
that team is that's like Orlando or whatever. I mean, that's what we were talking about the tryouts. I remember for 12U is I remember not heckling, but you're just calling people nonstop, trying to get those contracts signed, like this is 12U hockey, 8U hockey, and we're trying to get parents to sign contracts. Like it's the fucking show.
Oh yeah, I felt like an NHL GM. Like, hey, so yeah, what are your plans next year? I'd love to have your kid. Oh, you're going somewhere else? Okay, great talk. Thanks, appreciate it.
Like us,
Like,
Tom with the Palm Beach Hawks, we'd love to sign 1 year. Yeah. You pay us.
Well, you give us your money.
1 year negative contract.
yeah. Oh man, that was a long season. The 12 U's, we had 10 forwards to start the year, six defensemen. Unfortunately, we lost a forward, but it worked out in the end. Had even lines, but it didn't help either. We had one of our goalies miss 90% of the year. The poor kid was sick, wasn't going to school, so we relied on the youngest kid on the team to step it up for us. But ended up losing in the States, which can't win everything, but
Mhm.
overall good year.
Oh yeah, no, that's tough for that kid, but overall good. Um,
Yeah, it's funny. That kid wasn't a practice goalie. Oh my God, I just want to take a nap. I just want to go home and play video games. But when that kid puck dropped for a game, he was a gamer. Like he made some big saves for the boys for sure.
sounds like
Love
he's a gamer both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
that.
uh, Todd, how you been, man? It's been a couple weeks.
It has been a while since I popped on here.
Part
I've just
timer.
been working my bag off lately, honestly. And then every time you guys be filming a pod, I would just be beat, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Sorry,
No, you're
but
like,
I've been quite busy actually. So, but I mean, I've been pretty good. I haven't done too much. Ended up going to a couple of the Preds playoff games, which were electric as always. I mean, it was. No, I mean, all the games I went to, we didn't end up winning, which was tough, but it was fun to kind of get back in the playoff atmosphere. And now that the Preds are out, I can't get hurt anymore, so that's also good. So now I can just get to watch hockey, place a couple bets on it, get on my way.
oh yeah, yeah. I need my rags to fucking win, but no, I'm trying to think. I mean, other than that, I mean, we had a fun weekend. Got after it Friday. I mean, I'm kind of like I'll start and you finish like Friday night because I don't remember that much after a certain point. Um, but so I
That's
go. He was working till like 10, So I was like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna go grab a bite. Like I was like, I'll go get dinner at the Marsh Walk. There's like all these bars in the water. I'll go sit in the water. I was like got them for the Panthers game on, so I was like at the tiki bar outdoors, ripping a little Panthers Bees game with a beer in my hand. I was like, I'm chilling, like casual night. I actually was not drinking beer. I was drinking whiskey and Coke, but I was like, it's not a bad, like, I'm not gonna, like, I'm not drinking vodka Red Bulls here. Like, we're doing all right. Fucking no wolf on the counter. But so I'm just like sitting there having a couple drinks. I didn't order yet, and like 3 like New Jersey Italian moms pull up and just sit down next to me, and like we're just like talking, making conversation. This woman was out of her mind. Like she was like, I don't even think she was that drunk. She just was like a crazy woman. Like she's like, all right, like so we're doing shots. I was like, fuck it, right? She's like, you like Jameson? I'm like, I'll drink. So we do that, and then she's like, oh, you ever do like what'd you call it, a New Jersey shot or something? And it was it was New Jersey oyster shot. So she ordered like oysters, then they poured in like take the oyster cocktail sauce and poured vodka on it. She's like, all right, we're ripping them. I'm like, all right, I'm here for it. So we're ripping these. She calls out, like she just walks in with her 2 girlfriends, and just calls out some other young guy across. She goes, son, come over here. We're doing shots. And he just gets up, plays along. Like, they didn't know each other at all. He plays the role, messes around. Like, they convinced me that, like, they're mother's son. I was so sold that he just came in and played the role instantly. I was shook. And so we're ripping these oyster shots. I'm trying to think what else happened. There was just a lot of drinks going on. I ended up getting something to eat because I hadn't eaten anything. And I was like, I should definitely eat something before. I go with these women to the next bar, Suck Bang Blow, which because it was bike week, full on hair metal concert, 80s, like just a scene. There's like basically like strippers in the place, all bikers, biker girlfriends. Women are going on stage taking their tops off. It was not real life. It really wasn't. Like, I don't know what kind of circus we went to, but and I was pretty fucked up at that point because I was doing all those oyster shots and fucking my stomach was kind of turning too from all the oysters.
I mean, man, the combination of alcohol and oysters doesn't sound good. And cocktail sauce? I think I was also going to on that.
I was going to chime in. That sounds fucking foul, dude. That sounds absolutely disgusting. Like, no, thank you.
Now I got to know, like, did she create that and call it the New Jersey shot, or is like that an actual thing? I've never heard of that.
So this, like later in the night, this one of my friends from college, she's from New Jersey. She came out with us that night, and we brought it up to her, and she was like, "That's just like a fucking shot. Like, who does she think she is? Like, like New Jersey claiming that? Like, this is not a New Jersey thing."
I'm gonna look it up.
No, New Jersey shot would be way more disgusting.
Yeah,
100% shit.
So funny.
100%.
But I guess if you're done, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I guess it's called an oyster shooter.
Yeah, I don't think it has any.
No thanks.
Get it right.
But it doesn't seem to have any
It's
origin.
called an oyster shop.
This actually says the oyster shooter originated in San Francisco around 1860.
Damn.
That's a fucking long time ago.
You right?
Yeah, that's because people in 1860 were idiots. That's why they were doing that.
We're just eating oyster. Take a shot.
Yeah, we don't need that here. No.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
It's just a recipe for puking.
Yeah, you picked me up from Suck Bang Blow.
Picked you up. You were kind of in one. I've seen you worse. I've met you out, and you've definitely been worse before.
Yeah, I was definitely buckled, but I wasn't like.
But we go back to the house so I can change, and then the girl meets us here, and we end up going to this place called Hot Fish, which is just the total opposite vibe of that. It's kind of just like a bar right on the Marsh Walk, like kind of like a surfer kind of thing. It's
like a club bar where it's like it's kind of like a tiki-esque like dance and like
it's just a total opposite of what you came from. But it's a lot of fun. So they're getting after it again. I think I'm talking to this girl and I look to my left and no, Jared's like, I gotta pee. He goes to the bathroom and comes back.
Oh, I remember the bathroom still because
Yeah.
So I go to the bathroom. There's like a line. It's just like me, these two guys, and this woman, and like we're just vibing because we're waiting for the bathroom together. So we're all just shooting shit. I don't know what we were talking about. I made boys with them because like throughout the night, I'm pretty sure I just kept dapping up these random guys or like giving them fist bumps. But I don't really know what happened there. We were just kind of shooting shit for like 10 minutes. And then I don't remember it now. Leaving it.
I'm wondering if like maybe Tom, like from his Florida days, if this is, but like Jack loves moms, like absolutely loves moms.
We didn't go out that much. We were
so,
coaching
like,
more.
No, I've heard some stories though.
So like loves moms, and then he comes back from the bathroom, and he's just like, we're all three of us are talking, and then it's just, I guess the woman who was in the line is at the bar, and Jack just fucking turns his head and goes right up to her. They start chatting and shit. He bought her a drink. Pretty sure he bought her a drink. And then they're
The gentleman right there, you know.
Next thing I know, I turn my head again. They're on the dance floor. Jared's fucking spinning this mom around and shit. I was like, yo, I got video proof. No, it was fucking
You got
awesome.
receipts.
I got receipts. Can't deny it. You may not remember it, but it happened.
There's
Fucking-
definitely been
is-
worse situations I've done.
Oh, absolutely. But I was hilarious. I really thought she was gonna stay the night, but Jared couldn't pull it off, I guess.
I think one of our friends like, you gotta go home. It's like your kid's home or something.
I don't even
like
think
that.
like I was talking to her with him for a second. I think she was just flattered that, a young stud like my friend here was gave her.
I was pickled.
She definitely loved it.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was probably made her night. But
Well, the next girl too, she was cool. The one after her, I don't remember her name, but she played like D1.
There's just so many.
she was actually like our age, so yeah.
She didn't have a child. She had to go tucking in bed.
Yeah.
Mom left and he resorted to girls our age.
She was also in New Jersey, from what I can remember. I remember she played tennis, and she's like, "Oh, I'm flying home tomorrow, like morning," because I was saying that like I was like, "Oh, let's go golfing," because she golfs. So I was like, "Oh, come golfing." I actually remember. I don't know which one's which though. That's the only problem. I don't know which one's the mom, which one's the woman or the girl. Probably
Text them
Insta.
Text them both.
Probably Instagram.
I'll just
Yeah.
face it out.
Why not?
I'm trying to think about anything else from the weekend. That was played this nice golf course. That was cool, but nothing too eventful there. Oh, they had like this special needs coffee. I can't say the straight face. Fuck, I'm awful.
What?
Jesus Christ, Jared.
That's not the straight face. They had this. They had this coffee truck come in where they bring in special needs people and they help train them to be like baristas and cashiers to like train them to work in like a regular coffee shop. So I went there and I got a coffee
Why was that funny?
because I had special needs coffee truck. That's what I was laughing at. Like the truck with special needs. No, it was cool. Honestly, not a good cup of coffee.
That was fantastic.
But it was just like what's it called. It was like whatever the like drip was. It was just like gas station coffee basically. But yeah, bike week. Oh wait, didn't the fire alarm go off at like 3 a.m.? Wait, what happened?
Oh.
Kid may have left the pizza in the oven a little time.
No, it was you? You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot.
Woke up like a couple hours later and was like, oh boy, that thing was a hockey puck.
Extra crispy.
That thing was a hockey puck. But yeah, not the best look. I guess I was hungry.
Oh my god. Oh, two last
There
things.
goes $6.
I went to the surf shop.
Yeah, there goes the fucking money.
Fucking, I had to run out and get another pizza.
We went to the surf shop by me looking for like a new board, and like the cutest girl was working there, and she just was like this blonde hair, blue eyed surfer girl who just like sweet southern accent, and I was just like, yeah, I was like, I should just get down on one knee right now at the cash register. Forget the surfboard.
The guy texted me, she's like, I heard she said she surfs in Garden City a lot. I guess we're going to start going there.
Actually, yeah. I'll be there
Just
tomorrow
stalk
morning.
her a little bit.
What do you say?
I said just stalk her a little bit.
Like I'm just
some
surfing.
some light stalking.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny seeing you here.
Yeah,
I'm all over
what?
this spot too. So.
It is the closest place to say.
But no, I'll definitely be paddling out there like every day this week. There's gonna be swell, so
Yeah,
I might try to bump into her. Well, I want to surf anyway. It's just a positive that if she happens to be out there as well, that's a mega positive.
Kill two birds with one stone. Why not?
Absolutely.
That's it.
Except I'll embarrass myself in front of her. She's
Yeah,
probably just ripping it up.
Pull out the 8-foot foamy you just bought.
Yeah. As long as I'm fucking tearing down lines real quick. Oh, and I grabbed like a fin when I was surfing. I think a small sand shark or something. But I was like, nah, I'm out. I couldn't see it. I don't know what it was. I just grabbed it when I was paddling for a wave. I was like, it's enough waves for today. I think I'm gonna pack her on in.
That's a big fat no for me.
Yeah, there's a
100%.
I'm all set with that. Yeah, I'm all set with that.
I'm good.
Other than that, I think that kind of covers my shenanigans. Typical weekend. Maybe I shouldn't get shit pumped every weekend. Don't know.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
But yeah, let's move forward. It's the Daily Puck Club. Is that what it's called?
Yep. Daily Puck Club.
Awesome. So talk us through that. What led you to start that?
So it's been an idea I've had for years. And I just never took any action on it. It's already a proven business model. There was a company prior to COVID, called the Penalty Box. They only had one box they would ship out every month. But they were making a killing. They were bringing in like 300,000 every month. So, for me, once I realized and decided that I wasn't coaching next year, I wanted to still stay involved with hockey. Obviously I've done my camps, I've done some clinics, not much in the last 2 years, but I still needed to do something. And, the idea kind of just came back, and I said, you know what, now's the time. Season's over. Season's going to start up in the next couple months. So there's no better time to get into it. And yeah, I've dove head first.
Unreal. And so what's comprised in it? Like, what does a box kind of consist of?
So I actually have 2 boxes here. They're both going to be used for a giveaway, but we'll have 4 boxes total. One specifically for goalies so that they're included. They don't feel left out, anything like that. And then we'll have 3 boxes for forwards and defensemen. Our most basic box will look like this. It fits 6 rolls of tape. We're going to throw in some custom stickers every month, and then on top of having physical products, we'll have like exclusive deals and discounts from hockey-related companies that will give our subscribers a little extra added value. But this is the top. I do have to redesign it a little bit more just to move it up. But it looks like a hockey rink. It's a hockey box, so I want it to be as hockey as possible. Looks like boards. So like I said, this is going to be the most basic one. Just have tape. And then you get into our middle box. So this right here, the Tier 1 hockey box. So this one will have 6 rolls of tape, the stickers, the exclusive deals and discounts, and then on top of that, you get into the stick accessories, whether it's a butt end, a lizard skin, some skate accessories, laces, lace and tightener, and then like helmet accessories. And then our top tier box will have everything the middle box has, plus off-ice training tools like a green biscuit, stick handling ball, some nutritional products, whether it's a drink from BioStale, a snack, and then some like branded Daily Puck Club apparel and accessories.
That's cool.
So are these monthly then?
Yeah,
Like you get one every month?
Yep. So every month, obviously, as a coach the last couple of years, you hear the same thing over and over from whether it's kids, begging parents, hey, I'm out of tape, I need this, I need that. And then parents like, well, I don't have time to go, or pro shops closed. And especially living down in South Florida, there's one Pure Hockey on the East Coast.
Preaching. South Carolina, there's no hockey store.
Well, yeah, man. It's so like, that's the thing. Like, and then you go into a pro shop, some hockey pro shops, it, like, you go in and you only see 2 rolls of tape, a couple things here and there, and they just sharpen skates. So like, a lot of kids don't have access to, whether it's tape or just training accessories, or they may not even know what's available, period. So that's where I'm looking to come in and solve a couple problems for not only the player, but make it easily accessible and convenient for the parents as well.
That's huge in some of these smaller markets. I mean, like you grew up in like the Massachusetts, we were in the New
Oh.
York, like those are it doesn't get any bigger than those markets aside from maybe in the US, honestly,
Minnesota.
maybe Minnesota,
Minnesota
but
for
they're
sure.
more spread out because it's more rural there. Whereas Massachusetts and New York, they pack it in tight. Like there's
Man,
more
like
rinks per capita.
you could throw a rock from one rink and hit the next. Like there was literally a rink in almost every town where I lived in the South Shore. So like to come down to South Florida, like the closest rink to me is 30 minutes. And like where I was driving to coach was an hour plus. But
Yeah.
like, you do some crazy shit for the game you love, So I didn't mind making that drive, but it's definitely inconvenient for a lot of people that don't live close to rinks to, get tape or whatever the case may be. So we'll see. I'm definitely actually this box we're giving away, it ends on Sunday. So we announced the winner. We got 6 rolls of tape, a green biscuit, a street hockey ball, a wooden stick handling ball, and then a pack of hockey cards. So that's our first giveaway, and I've had a little
Nice.
little excitement so far.
Oh yeah.
What are the prices looking like for each box?
So the most basic box will probably be around like $20. And then so like that way there you figure, like a roll of tape nowadays is $4.
Yeah.
Times that by 6, you're already looking at 24.
Yep.
Not including the other Dale's discounts and then the stickers. So I mean there's definitely value. And then the middle box will probably be around like the $50 range, and then the top tier maybe like 75. And then along with the goalie 75 as well.
Oh yeah.
Also, like you said, it comes with the convenience of it showing up at your doorstep. You don't actually
Every month, you don't have to worry about running out of tape. It's always going to be there, and we're always going to change the box every month. So like you never get the tape you'll always get. So like that'll never change. But like other accessories, like one month you might get laces. And then of course breast cancer awareness month, like you may get a pair of pink laces. Just like different things to go along with holidays, just different seasons and things like that. So we're always going to keep the customers guessing.
I might just shoot you some Sunday Chirp stickers to throw in the mix.
Yeah, 100%. I'd love that. Absolutely love that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, if you run out of 6 rolls of tape in a month, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah,
well, like that's the thing, like where you'll get 3 rolls of clear and then you'll get 3 rolls of cloth. So whether you choose white or black tape, you're going to get that. Or, if you want 2 rolls of white, 1 roll of black, or vice versa, like it's up to you.
Yeah. But even still, 3 rolls of, you're not going before every single practicing game and retaping, I don't think.
Man, are you kidding me? I have some kids that literally will, like, especially the 12Us who attempt to tape their stick. Man, they're putting a pound of tape on every time they tape, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, no, absolutely not. Like, you're just wasting it at that point, like literally going blade to like half the stick. Like, guy, hello, yeah. Like, you wonder why mom and dad are yelling at you for having to go run out every other week to grab a roll of tape.
Yeah.
But
no, that's unreal.
That's the box. Like I said, I've made a lot of great headway so far. I've been in contact a lot of great business people, hockey companies that are want to jump on board and help out. So, knock on wood, everything is it's going as planned.
Oh yeah, and this will come out probably Wednesday, so it'll come out before the deadline. Yeah,
sounds good. So
it should be unreal. No, I'm trying to think any other questions I'd have. No, I mean I feel like you kind of dove through it. Anything else you got, Tuck or Kenny, on the box?
You advertising it in it, like using social media or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean that's the one biggest thing that the company before didn't really. I mean, obviously social media has just grown tremendously over the last couple of years. Now there's TikTok. Just different things. So like, like they didn't really put their business out there. Obviously it's a startup, so like I'm not trying to spend too much money, but I've just been commenting on like little kids' posts that, are run by their parents. I've, started following a bunch of hockey parents, hockey moms, hockey dads. I have, families down here that are helping me spread the word and things like that. So it's definitely, I'm utilizing social media for sure.
That kid, what's his name? I always see him promoting stuff. Shoot.
Noah?
No, I see him too. His mom's always running on Instagram as well.
Yeah, man, she's great. She is awesome. So she's actually, I got to hop on a call with her and her sister. They want to help me out in with marketing, which, like I said, they're an amazing family. I was blessed to have them a part of the Hawks this year. I'm upset that I don't have the chance to coach him again. Kid's a great kid, loves hockey, but they're definitely going to be a big help for sure.
Yeah, I coached him in the spring league, and then I also in like a tournament for David with the Wolfpack. But I was thinking of who's that kid who played up 2 years like that? He's probably like 9U now. He had some sick mitts on him.
Is it Ryland?
Who?
Ryland?
No, he's undersized, but he played up 10UAA last year and then again this year. I'll pull it up. It is not Jerome. Jeremiah. He's still tearing up, I bet. I see him posting with Toronto Bulldogs, with the Hawks.
I gotta say, obviously I've only been down in South Florida for 3 seasons. And from the start when I first got down here, I mean, obviously the Panthers weren't doing great. Like my buddy Mercer used to joke around the first game I ever went to. He's like, yeah, man, it's dressed like a seat night. I was like, what? He goes, it's dressed like a seat night because no one goes. And I started laughing, but I also felt bad for the players. And man, over the last 3 years, youth hockey down here has just blown up.
Yeah.
There are some kids that are pulling shit off between the legs, the Michigan. And I'm like, how old are you?
Yeah.
I can't even do that. But that kid Jeremiah, man, he's a heck of a player. He's definitely got some silky mitts, and he's a smart, intelligent player. He's not selfish. He moves the puck. So I'm definitely excited to see youth hockey just continue to flourish down here.
Yeah, no, for sure. Wherever I move next, I'm definitely going to do it. I miss coaching. It was always so fun. We had such a good coaching staff, too, down in the Hawks.
Man, I say it all the time. Obviously, I was coaching at the Junior Panthers. I'm not going to say nothing bad about them, but, the difference between, the management and coaching is there were no egos. Everyone was, a legit family there. Everyone wanted to see each other succeed, help out. It wasn't oh, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. It was, hey, do you need any help? Can what can I do so it was definitely, it was a great coaching staff. 100%.
Absolutely.
Happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, David Eisen. I want to get him on. Same with oh my God, what's his name? Lamano. I need to get Lamano on too. They have some stories up in Canada that are just unreal. Lamano coached Alexis Lafreniere, and David Eisen used to go I want to say during lunch in high school, and he'd go shoot with all these what was his name? The Islanders, that 80 to 84 cup run team. They'd go and just rip it around in Laval, Montreal area. And he just tells unreal stories. These old school hockey players have the best stories. It's 100%. Unreal.
And Luch is a great guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Great guy.
But no, that's unreal. I think, is there anything else you want to kind of box up for the daily hockey?
So the plan is to get started, up and running very soon. We'll probably start shipping boxes. I was touching on this earlier before we got started, but I passed out the first night of tryouts at the Hawks. So that kind of, pushed everything back. I just wanted to worry about my health and figure out why the heck that happened. So I was looking to start at the end of May, but now we're probably going to look at shipping out our first box on the end of June. So we should be up and running very, very soon. Website, everything, the whole nine. And I'm excited to.
Instagram bio, if you go to your Instagram, it'll all be kind of there.
Yeah, so I had a website up and running a couple weeks back, just showcasing everything, the box design, what it's going to include, things like that. But I didn't have I didn't have a box, I didn't have any products, so I was advised that it would be best to take it down, which rightfully so. They were obviously be smart about it. God forbid someone steals my idea and put their own little twist to it. So, once I get some product, the website will definitely be back up and running, and yeah, just looking to
Unreal.
hit the ground and go.
Yeah, I'll promote you when I get to probably be in New York at the rink all the time. But I was gonna say, meanwhile, what's the best way to kind of get a hold of you or like preview? We got the giveaway's gonna be on Instagram right now, right?
Yep. So at Daily Puck Club. So we'll have a couple different. It might come out
We'll
backwards.
link
but
you in the bio. We'll link you in the bio. It'll be easier to do that.
Perfect. But yeah, right now, we're just doing it on Instagram. So we have everyone liking the post, sharing it to their story, and then tagging at least 3 of their teammates. But then there's also chances for a bonus entry. You get a bonus entry for each additional teammate you tag. You get a bonus entry for every day you add it to your story, and then you get 5 bonus entries for adding it to your feed. So there are definitely chances for kids to get their name in the hat a little bit more.
Oh yeah. I put a couple on the story. I might have a chance to win.
You do. Work on those hands a little bit.
Yeah, seriously. I honestly, what I need the stick. I need to put a stick in that box. I mean, because I'm breaking so many twigs nowadays. Although it's been a hot sec since I broke a twig, but like the
you just jinxed it. Next time you hit the ice, you're snapping it for a shot.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'll be stoked because I bought one 2 weeks ago, so I still got like another 2 weeks left in the warranty.
Oh, and then it accidentally breaks just
Yeah.
before warranty.
Yeah. If it breaks in 3 weeks, that's where we draw the line. Although the guy,
Yeah, but
the guy in Kansas. So I bought the stick in Kansas during a tournament. He's like, yeah, like if you say it goes like a couple weeks past, like just show up. We could like get your new receipt. I was like,
dude,
what a beauty.
So when growing up, when I was playing high school, I was very blessed. I had so I played on the varsity team. The 2 JV coaches actually were like a manager and assistant manager at Pure Hockey, and I became very close to them. Every time I break a stick past warranty, I would let them know, and they'd just bring it to the store. We'll get you a brand new receipt. So man, there were times where like my stick is like 4 months old, 5 months old, and I'm getting a receipt as if I just bought it 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And the lady at UPS, FedEx, you name it, they all knew my mom by first name because every time, like I was breaking a stick constantly. And yeah, I definitely had the nice little hookup. So I'd recommend shooting that guy a text or a call. Be like, hey buddy, can you send me a receipt in the mail if you don't mind? Closed mouths don't get fed. You never know. He might.
What high school did you go to?
So I went to Braintree High School for a little bit, and then I transferred over to Thayer Academy.
Okay.
So played local high school and then prep school for 2 years.
I used to play Thayer Academy actually.
Oh, no kidding. Where'd you play?
Kimball Union Academy.
Okay. Were you there with Dennis Sasana by chance? Might be a little.
No, I was there after him actually. But
Okay.
a lot of the buddies I hung out with, they were really good friends with him right before he left.
Small world.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, hockey is such a big yet like such a small world. It's nuts.
It's huge, but you bump into a guy and you're like, hey, by chance you know so and so, and they're like, yeah, it's insane.
It is crazy.
It's like that
It's the
girl
best
that
though.
was with us. She
It's amazing.
girl in Charlotte that lives in Long Beach and dated James Delahanty.
That was like Florida. You never meet the guy lived next door to me in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, like just whatever apartment. They go move in. I'm like hungover as shit, and I'm like, oh, hey, I'm Matt. Nice to meet you. I'm like, oh, I'm Jared. Nice to meet you. They go, where are you from? I'm like, oh, he's like, "Oh, I just moved here from Long Beach," and I was like, "Are you fucking with me? Like, 30,000 people live in Long Beach in New York, and like you just have to move the apartment one over from us. Like, what are we
That's
doing?"
wild.
And he played hockey too. He played men's league with us a bit.
No shit.
Yeah, but no, right now for men's league, I have to drive so far. I had a game last night at 10 p.m. and it's 100 miles each way to the rink. So it's a fucking
Buddy. What?
Yeah. Yo,
bro. I drive almost 4 hours round trip to play every men's league game.
Holy psychotic.
Yeah, that's nuts, dude.
Like, I thought it was bad for me driving 50 miles to go coach. But
I did the same thing. Yeah.
That's
you
crazy.
got me beat there, Jared.
Yeah. They brought me up on Chiclet's game notes. Tuck, you sent the clip the other day.
Yeah. They go.
Loving the game.
Even they were like, "That's insane."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the producer knew. The producer played outside of Savannah, and at the time there's no Savannah rink, so you have to drive to Charleston too, which was also like almost 2 hours
Wow.
Yeah.
each way. Now,
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's hockey. You know, we
Yeah,
have to
the
do some
worst
crazy
part is-
things for the game.
You lose every
we went 0-12-1 last season.
Oh no.
And you
No.
still made that drive.
Most of the games are like 4 p.m. though, like in Charleston. So like sometimes I'll like go to the beach with my buddies before in Charleston or try to do something. But like the 10 p.m. games are a fuck you. Like I got home at like 1 a.m. No, like 1:30 last night.
That's brutal.
Well, I mean, I have men's league games at 10, and I'll get home at 1:32. But I only live about 20 minutes from the rink. I just haven't parking lot beers after for a while.
I had like
100%.
one beer after. Gotta keep that beer quick when it's the 10 p.m. games.
Just take
Like
a roadie.
Boys. But speaking of some hockey, you guys want to talk through a little playoff hockey? We'll brainstorm our top 5 most, say, influential or like kind of like the game breakers right now in the playoffs. I mean, we obviously all haven't watched every single game, but to our best of ability, I'm trying to like not like necessarily we don't have to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like our 5 in general that we think have kind of been affecting the game the most. I'd say
in playoffs.
in playoffs.
I got one. I'm gonna go. I believe it was Game 3, Vancouver versus Preds. Series was, I think it was either 1-1 or might have been Game 4 or 2-1 them. Either way, it was either tied or they're up 1. Preds are up. I believe it was 5-3 the third period. 2 minutes left. They pull their goalie. We go to take the empty net. Hits the post on the empty net. They come down. They score. Face off. 9 seconds. They score again. Tie it up, and then they close the deal in overtime. and like me and all my buddies, we're all just sitting here like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what just happened? And then it's like at that point, like after that game, I was like, it's over. I mean, what the fuck? Like it's painful, but that's the shit that happens in hockey, and that's also the shit that makes it.
Was there a game breaker? Who was the game breaker?
We're talking people here, Tuck. Not
Brock
teams.
Besser, you had a hat trick.
Okay,
Okay, there you go. Tuck just like
took the long way around.
he's just like I had to get
I
that off.
had to get the whole story out to make you guys feel my pain.
I was gonna say
I get it.
the goalies. I think Chesney and Swayman have been my 2. I would say game breakers.
Yeah, Swayman. I mean, obviously as a bees guy, you know, he's just not getting any help. Like, how the fuck did the bees only get 20 shots in the last 3 games? I don't even want to get started though on Game 4 last night with that no call on the
I was
Bennett
gonna
cross
ask
check.
about that.
That's
Oh,
crazy. The rules don't allow for that.
I mean, listen, like at the end of the day, the Bruins aren't playing Bruins hockey, so like, do they necessarily deserve to win? But you know, like that's a big game right there. Like, it's either A, the series is getting tied 2-2 going back down here, or okay, now shit, the Panthers are up 3-1 coming back home, and you know they have a pretty good chance. But it's I don't know. it's just crazy. Like even they reviewed it. Like okay, I get it. You're not gonna, you can't make a penalty call after a review, but like you can at least call that like goalie interference, something.
Cross check, goal interference. Like they interfere with the
A
play.
blatant cross check.
Oh my god, right in front of the ref too. Like my man, what are you staring at? But
What did you think about the Sam Bennett punching Marshy in the face, probably giving him a conky?
oh, so like I obviously didn't see it. Like in real time, it you can't see it.
Yeah.
And everyone talked
No,
about
not
the
at all.
phantom punch, and I'm like, what punch are you talking about? Like, I thought it was a clean hit by Bennett, and then they showed the reverse angle, and I'm like, oh, that sneaky little fucker. Like, okay,
Fuckery.
my God, it was
He pulled Marshy on Marshy.
Listen, I'm a bees guy, and at that, like, you got to give him credit. Didn't get caught. He made it look. It was simultaneously like, hey, he got away with it. He got away with it. But
Yeah.
someone should at least go after his hand or something. They should have at least game 4, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Speaking of this series, though, I would definitely say a big game breaker is Barkov. He's a very underrated player.
Yeah.
Very underrated, and he doesn't get enough credit. But man, like obviously, I live down in South Florida. I've been to more Panthers games and Bruins games in the last 3 years. So just to see him, he's a 200-foot player. He reminds me of Bergeron.
Yeah.
Like he has that offensive ability, and he's not afraid to play on the D side of the puck.
Yeah,
and he's just gross. Like his
he's
hands
just
are
nasty.
stupid.
Disgusting.
Hands, his vision.
Here?
Would you say, Jared?
Is he a Selke finalist?
I think so. If I'm
I
not
thought he
off the
might
top
have
of my
been.
head,
Look right now.
I mean, he's also a big boy too.
Yeah.
he
He's a
is.
big boy. He can skate and he has hands. It's like you can't have everything. What are we doing?
No.
Listen, and he's not a selfish. He's such an unselfish player. Like he looks for that pass, and he has so many chances to shoot the puck, but he's just got apple vision, and does his thing.
He is a Selke finalist, by the way. Tim Matthews and Jordan Stahl, which I think he locks that up.
I did too.
He should, in my opinion.
Matthews, I think, led the Leafs with block shots for a good part of the year. Didn't realize that stat until
That's a crazy stat that I would not have guessed.
No.
I heard Biz give him a double wrister during one pod, maybe 2 months ago. Just most block shots, and he's scoring the most goals. He's the fucking, what is he called? The Gleef? No, he says he's the greatest Leaf of all time. Oh, the Gloat? Yeah, he goes on the Gloat, the greatest Leaf of all time.
Greatest Leaf of all time.
Yeah. I don't
That
know.
team is just in shambles.
Yeah,
Even though my heart was racing that entire series.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I coached a kid 2 years ago, and he's from Toronto, huge Maple Leafs fan. So that entire series, me and him would go back and forth, just throwing little jabs, but all in good fun. And oh my God, if the Bees lost that, I never would have heard the end of it. Never. But now it's even worse because I live in South Florida, and all of the kids are Panthers fans. So no matter what, I'm still not going to hear the end of it.
no.
It's tough.
What would you guys take on the tweet Whit posted of the Bruins bear banging the Leafs bear?
Oh,
That was pretty comical.
That was fucking hilarious.
I thought it was a riot. That's definitely a wit thing, or just a spit and chicklets, 100%.
Yeah.
Especially for Biz, but it was pretty comical.
No, unreal. So we got, do we all have Shesty, Swayman? We got Shesty, Swayman, Barkov, and who is the first one? Brock Besser? Those are
Yeah, I think he had another Hattie last night, actually.
Did he? I mean, there's too many players for us to name only 5. I haven't watched any of the West Coast games because they've been at fucking 10 to 1 a.m. and I'm just not staying up.
I mean, Draisaitl and McDavid. Draisaitl has 18 points and McDavid has 17 points. So,
Stupid.
and then the closest is Barkov with 13.
Like,
So
Yeah.
I mean, that we could.
McDavid and Draisaitl had more combined points than the Leafs did have goals in their
They have
series.
single-handedly been
That's embarrassing.
carrying.
It's embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Like,
Nichushkin's been kind of balling out too, from what I've heard. I haven't watched a ton of the Avs games, but I've seen him just like he's got 9 goals in like what 11 games. He's almost like a goal a game. I think 11 games, something like that. But he's balling out. I mean, McCarr, McKinnon. There's too many
so many
players.
you can go with.
the Breadman, Zibanejad, like there are some.
Yeah.
But
Trocheck's
it's
been
good
the
though.
best Ranger in playoffs. Trocheck and Zibanejad. Aside from
Yeah.
Shesterkin, he's been, I mean, unreal.
Your goalie has to be your best player though in playoffs. Like
And then you got Trouba out here throwing flying elbows and smacking his
Yes.
face off the glass.
Yes,
Man.
he
What
scored
the hell are we doing?
goal tonight.
Savage.
Trouba's got
They
a
have
goal.
a still frame picture of it, and he's just midair, like elbow like this. Like, Jesus Christ, dude!
That's classic, like 1982, like flying elbows, like
Oh yeah.
old school hockey.
Well, actually, I wanted to, since you're a Bees fan too, we grew up in the same town as Charlie McAvoy. That hit he had the other night,
Oh,
I mean, he
All right.
fucking crushed him. It was from an
broke
outside
his stick.
Oh yeah. Like
borderline interference, but like the puck was there, so it's like
I think it's a good
It
old school
was-
hockey
that-
hit.
yeah, 100%. I mean,
That's what-
could they have easily called interference? Absolutely. Like
Yeah.
no ifs, ands, or buts. Because like technically didn't even touch the puck. Like yes, it was going in
No,
the direction of his stick, but you know if McAvoy had just waited a second more, listen, like that's a clean hit through and through. Like
I think it's
pick your head
I
up.
think it's a playoff hockey hit
Pick your head
that
up.
they
Oh,
can't call
absolutely.
because you can. The way I look at it, he was thinking about touching it, so then it's
He
fair
wa-
game.
yeah.
He wanted it, he just didn't get to it.
Nope.
I mean, I think it was
No.
really fast. So,
It was
I mean,
definitely a great way to start the game off. That's why
Yeah.
like I was,
Oh,
that hit
that's what it's-
happened. They potted 2 in the first pair, and I was like, all right, we got game 4, and then I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
That team,
Yeah.
that Panthers team.
I
They
mean,
really-
man, like they just do a great job of like man on man coverage. Like they've limited the Bees to what 60 shots, if that, in the last 3 games. Like they had the Panthers had over 40 shots last night.
Yeah.
Also helps
Yeah.
when you're getting power play here and there, like. But
Yeah.
it's we'll see.
Dude,
I,
as of right now, breaking news. Nichushkin, who I was just pumping his tires, just got suspended for 6 months. I don't know what. It's on the TV right now. Valerie Nichushkin suspended for 6 months, placed in stage 3 of NHLPA player assistance program.
Stay hot.
You remember he got pulled off for something last year. That's a game changer. Lock up Dallas. Dallas just won the series. I gotta look into this right now as we talk.
I'm
but
literally trying to look it up too. What the fuck?
Did
That's
he do some drugs? Alcohol?
That's what I was
the
thinking.
Russian gas.
It's got to be something off ice, like
It has to be.
obviously, yeah, but like not like
6 months is crazy.
Yeah.
if it has to do with the
That's
league. Like,
crazy.
motherfucker failed the drug test or something. Like
You know what it probably was? I bet it was something illegal, not like drug test.
gambling or something. Like
Oh, I was thinking like something worse.
strippers to the hotel room. Like
No,
what
I was
is-
thinking like sexual assault. Because he had something like that go on last year. It's like 15 minutes ago. It's just broke. I don't know what the
That's
news
going to be a huge problem for the
Yeah.
for the.
Well-
Oh, they're playing tonight, right?
Don't care what he did, we'll take him on the Islanders.
So wait, so he's not playing tonight?
I don't think so.
I doubt it. If this just popped up.
Doesn't look
Jesus
like it.
The
Oh,
Denver
that's no
Post
good.
posted an article and it was just empty. It was literally just the title, looks like.
Dude, I'm literally on that. Same post. Nothing.
Yeah, suspended without pay. I don't even know what.
He's gonna have to get a fucking drive-through job.
Yeah, they just listed his stats and they said more to come on this Sportsnet article.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all over the place, but that's a turning point because the Stars ready the momentum.
Yeah.
and that Stars team is
Stars team.
wagon. Everyone slept on them, and I've been pumping their tires. But yeah, let's kind of
Wow.
switch gears. Keep talking with the puck, but what was it like growing up? So you play prep school with Charlie Coyle or juniors?
Yeah, I played both. So I played 2 years at there with him, and then I left my junior year to go out to USHL. Had a short stint out there, and then why my rights were originally traded to the Bridgewater Bandits. So I left Cedar Rapids, went back home. It was like the week of Thanksgiving, and my phone rang, and it was Charlie, and he goes, "So some little birdie in a tree tells me you're back in town." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm playing for the Bandits." And he goes, "No, you're not." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "You're actually going to come play with me on the South Shore Kings, and I'll drive you to every practice, every game." He's like, "Come play with me again." And I was like, "Honestly, sounds like a hell of an idea." And that's honestly the reason why I ended up playing for the Kings that year.
That's
But
fucking.
That's
The South
unreal.
Shore Kings, is that Null or is that USHL?
so I'm old. That's when the EJ was still around, the Eastern Junior Hockey League.
I played
I
EJ.
played-
Yeah, we played
yeah.
EJ as well for like youth EJ. When they had like the 18U, 16U.
Yep. Yeah, so that was EJ, and then they still had the Atlantic Junior Hockey League, which I ended up playing in the year after. But I got a funny story about Coyle. I got two actually. So he used to drive me to practice every day. One day he picks me up, and he's moving some stuff around in the back seat. Doesn't realize that car's still in drive. At the time, he was driving like a little a 4-door Saab, and like I can see the car moving, and I'm like, Chuck, Chuck, Chuck. And finally, it was too late. His car was literally like under my mom's minivan, and he was like, "Oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry." I was like, "Dude, I'm just hope your car's okay." So like, it was a funny little thing, like for that to happen to him. He was trying to move his big water jug, his banana. Like that kid was a professional player, man, and literally in juniors, like took it serious, and there's a reason why he's at where he is now. But end of the year party with the South Shore Kings, we had just lost to, it was the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs in the championship. And so we go back to the hockey house. All the kids are, from out of state living there together. So they got, Captain Morgan flowing. Got some weed going around. And so I had a couple tall boy shots of Captain. I indulged in some extracurricular activities for the first time. And next thing you know, I'm literally passed out on the floor of the kitchen. And Coyle was supposed to actually drive me home that night. And I just kept telling him, like, Chuck, I'm not getting in your car. Because, like, I was afraid, like, I was going to puke in the car. And I didn't want to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mom had his number. And she's texting him, like, Charlie, like, why isn't Tom answering? Is everything all right? So she calls. And he was like, Mrs. Mahoney, I don't know how to say this, but I think he just wants to spend the night here. And she was like, is he fucked up? How fucked up is he? How bad is he? And he was like, well, he can't really talk, and I'm an asshole, like, and I'm like, Ma, shut the fuck up. Like, and I'm literally like, I'm like coming in and out. And man, my mom drove an hour in a terrible rainstorm to Norton, Massachusetts, in the middle of East Bumfuck to come pick me up. And within that, like, she walks up the stairs. I'll never forget it. There was a kid on our team from Paris, called him Frenchie. He was horrified of my mom, like scared out of his mind. He's hiding in the closet, like literally covering himself with clothes, like so he doesn't get seen. And I had two of my guys like trying to like help me out down the stairs. And my mom just grabs my legs and just fucking starts dragging me down the stairs. My head's going off every step. And like Chuck's just there like, dude, I'm sorry, man. Like I was just out of it. Like I woke up the next morning. My parents put me on the living room floor, hardwood floors, no nothing, just a blanket and a pillow. And I'll never forget waking up. Literally, my dad was just standing over me, looking down like disgrace, and just kept it moving. I'm like, oh boy, like what did I do? Like, and then like of course like I'm hearing stories the next morning. Like, fuck, yeah, I messed up. But yeah, Chuck. Put him in a bad spot, to say the least.
That's unreal.
Damn.
Good kid though.
Fucking
Great kid.
funny. Yeah. I think we've all had a situation like that before, you know.
Yeah, yeah. You live and you learn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
been
you
there.
learn. That's the best
You
way.
know? You hope you learn anyway.
Yeah, yeah, you try and learn.
Yeah.
We're not all great learners, though, but
No.
No.
that's fucking awesome.
It might take a couple experiences to finally,
Yeah. Sooner or later,
to learn the lesson.
yeah, with age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
But yeah, Chuck's a great kid. Like I said, he's going to game 2 to watch him score in the playoffs was definitely exciting. Most humble human being too you'll ever meet. Like we used to tell him back in high school, like, dude, you're going to the show, you're gonna make it, and it's a long road. Like it's tough to get there. Like
Yeah.
man, like after every EJ game we had at home, I'm already, like I said, he used to drive me. So like I'm in the locker room, I'm already dressed up in my suit, showered, ready to go. He's still in the hallway talking to college scouts, or not college scouts. He was already committed to BU at that point, but NHL scouts of, every team that you can think of. And, he'd come in, get undressed, and he'd go straight up to the weight room, ride the bike, stretch, cool down, and then, then he's getting changed. So like that kid, like I said, he's always had an NHL work ethic at such a young age.
there's a difference, man, between those two.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
there's a difference.
There's a
100%.
difference. You know?
That's crazy. Now, I'd say just like little stuff around the horn too from here. I saw, and then Null, they have like the open tryouts for teams, like some of the Null teams, and some girl tried out, and she was wearing a halfie, and she took a fucking puck off the chin, and she just had like a split,
Oh, no.
Uh,
apparently she was like ripping like post game Sammys with the boys though still, but yeah, I heard she was kind of a plug anyway, but still fucking crazy. Like you show up to a Null tryout and just take one off the fucking chin. Tough.
Love
Yeah.
that. I got a little USHL story for you. This was so I got into 2 fights out there. Obviously it playing at Kimball Union, like their academy anyway. Like our rink was 20 minutes off campus. So when I say like we literally had no students there, it was embarrassing. Like we literally just only had families, and like that was it. So like for me to play my first USHL game, mind you, I played for Cedar Rapids. Our rival is Waterloo. It's the closest rink, and you had 3,000 fans fucking going nuts for a preseason game. I ended up getting into my first fight with JT Brown, who had a short stint in the NHL. And I'll never forget it. Dropped the gloves. Me and him are going at it. So we dropped the gloves. And as we're circling, I'm just looking at all these fans, and I'm fucking freezing up like, oh shit, like this is actually happening. Went to go throw a punch, missed. He comes over the top, hits me on the top of the head. I went to go throw another punch, missed. Same thing. I tried ducking and like getting out of range. Bang, hits me again, cuts me open on the top of the head. And I'm like, all right, well, fuck, this has got to end. So I take him down, and like we had like practice jerseys on. So like I didn't have a fight strap at that time. And my jersey came over, my shoulders came over, and I'm literally skating to the box with my wife beater showing. And I like felt like an absolute tool. I'm like, well, this is fucking sweet. Like first tilt in the USHL, like kind of got dummied, but that's all right. And I'm in the box, and man, those fans were going nuts, like literally screaming over, you fucking pussy, Tony Turgeon and Dan Sova's gonna kick the shit out of you. And I'm like, I know. So like that was the first one. But I got revenge though. My second fight, we had a home and home series with the Green Bay Gamblers. First game Friday night, we're playing at Cedar Rapids. We're losing. I'm doing everything I can to, like get some spark into the fans, get the team fired up. So I'm fucking out there. I couldn't play in today's hockey because I was such a prick to play against. I'm sparing kids like, yo, let's go. You want to go? You want to go? And I had one kid, if I remember the name, I think his name was Sickle. Something Sickle. And I kept telling him, yo, like third period, let's go. So like third period starts, I'm skating across the red line like, hey, first shift, you trying to go? And he's like, tomorrow, you pussy. So the next night comes and the coach pulls me aside. He's like, all right, listen, like you can go tonight, but I'll give you the okay when it's all right. And I'm like, okay, fine. And it was the second period. I had all 3 forwards line up. Yo, Mahoney, you want to go? You want to go? And I'm like, fuck, am I going to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo to pick who I'm dropping him with? Like, I'll go with one of you. But I was like, now's not the time. A couple of shifts later, one of our defensemen skates end to end, goes into the goalie, and this kid, Sean Little, skates by the bench, and he's just looking at me. Coach fucking kicks me on the ass. Take him. I was like, all right, coach. So I looked at him, was like, yo, Little, you trying to go? And like right away, like I'm unbuttoning the helmet. He's doing the same, fixing his shoulder pads. And like the ref already knew, like, you going? I'm like, yeah. So he was like, all right, drop the puck. Guys, go back to the bench. Man, it was fucking great. I had the helmet twist, and we met at center ice, and we went toe to toe for a little bit. And he ended up going off to get stitched up. I skate to the box, and I got fucking fans chirping me. And I went to this one lady, like, sit your fucking ass down. You just paid money to watch your player get his ass kicked. And she literally just walked her ass back up the steps. And I'm in the box, and the scorekeeper actually had a can of pouches, Skullman pouches. I'm like, yo, buddy, I'm going to be in here for a little bit. You mind if I grab one? So I literally fought, had a chew, and was icing my knuckles for a couple minutes in the box. And then we had a long drive back to Cedar Rapids. Everyone slept but me because my adrenaline was just pumping.
That's fucking unreal.
Yeah, that's fucking
Good times. Great times.
what a story.
That's unreal. I'm writing that down. Yeah, I'm really writing down times to pull clips from because that one's getting pulled for sure.
Love that.
Yeah, that's unreal. No, that's definitely not like it used to be. You must be like a big Nick Cousins fan then.
You know,
Not right now.
not right now. Not right now. He sucks though, to be honest. He's just a
Yeah.
prick to play against. That's literally all he brings to the table. He's got
Literally,
no other
that's
asset. He's like a rat like Marshawn, you know? Like that's all it
Marshall
is.
can play puck. This guy's a fucking fourth line plug.
Oh yeah. That's why he's not seeing any time really, but
He got health
it is
bombed.
what it is.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I think he got health bombed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They put that new guy who's been playing well, Lorraine. No, that's on the fucking.
Yeah.
That's
Low
Bruins.
rise on bees.
Low rise on the Bruins. There's another guy with an L last name. I'm gonna figure it out in a second because it's on the Panthers.
Oh my
I'll
god,
figure it
I'm
out in a
drawing a
second.
blank.
His name is. It's like also another French, like L name, and I just can't figure it out.
The only L that's coming to mind is Lundell.
No, there's also Luosterainen, but that's not even what I was thinking of either. Because he went in, he's just young. I think he's a rookie, and he went in for Cousins, and no, he went in for Lomberg originally. That's another L
Mhm.
right there.
Yeah.
But, Lorenz,
He's probably going to get dealt after the season.
He's what?
He's probably going to get traded after the season.
He's a good player too. He's a solid like depth guy.
He's a solid fourth line guy for sure. He brings the energy. He's a prick to play against, and you know he can actually make some plays with the puck.
Yeah. No, we'll see. I'm trying to think what else I had around the horn going. Oh, I mean, this is big news. Do you see the new Pro Hockey League that just is coming out? The 3v3 league?
Yeah.
3-on-3 that's funded by the Saudis. It's going to be like
Yeah.
$2 million a player.
It's the live golf
It's
version
insane.
of hockey. You didn't see this?
No,
Dude, I'll see if I could pull it up. I wonder if I took a link.
because the only thing that I was thinking was 3 ice.
No.
No, so this is a different league, and apparently it's funded by a bunch of Saudi people who just have a shit ton of money, and it's going to be like pretty much equate to like $2 million a player,
No
which
shit.
is fucking insane.
I mean,
Wow.
Yeah, you might have to strap the wheels back on.
Right? So now, like, my thing is, like, who's going to play in that? Like, retired guys, like,
Bunch of
guys that are...
can't make it or just like not getting paid in the minors or some shit. Like fuck it.
Yeah.
Like 2 mil and play some 3-on-3. Like I don't know.
I'm not
Maybe
sure.
some Euro guys. I don't know.
I was going to say. Honestly, I'm not. I
Swaggy
really
P.
have no idea. I don't know. Everyone
I
has a
watched him play in that 3 ice. Kind of a
He's-
loser.
Yeah. I mean, man, he's just got sick mitts. Like,
Yeah.
But it's like,
It was
all
more
right,
just
you're not... What'd you say?
The way he like acted on the ice, you could just like tell you're just like, this guy's kind of an asshole. You could just see it from the stands.
Yeah,
But yeah,
he
literally,
definitely.
he's got hands.
I would love to see him like do that in like a legit hockey game. Like, and that's the thing. Like, a lot of these guys are creative. I'm not taking anything away from them because like they do some shit that I'm like, how'd you do that? Like,
Yeah,
how'd you pull that off? But it's like, all right, do that in an actual game, and someone's ringing your bell, and fucking, you're gonna be looking up from the ice. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
It's like men's league too, though. Like, I mean, I'm definitely guilty of it. Like doing like all these fancy like toe drags and shit. But like even like when I'm playing D and someone tries to toe drag me, I just want to two hand them right in the chest and just rock them. Like they're just like a little trouba train. They have their head down like sticking out like a prick, and you just
man,
fucking run them.
I haven't played men's league and it's been a little bit, but like obviously I was a defenseman, so like for me to flip that switch, like if I see a guy coming down, like my just natural instinct is to just get in front of him and fucking put a body.
Yeah.
And like there are times where I'm like, Tom, you can't do that. And then I'm just getting burnt and look like an orange cone. I'm like, well, that's fucking great. Now I'm on a highlight reel for a men's league clip. Like, sick. Like I should have just taken the body, fought him, and fucking taken a penalty or something, you know? Like,
At least you'd have been on the good side of the highlight reel for that.
yeah, 100%. You know, instead of being embarrassed, like I just think I'm gonna just go back to the locker room now and start drinking beers. Like,
Yeah, maybe we'll get a little beer league tournament. We'll do a tournament. Maybe we'll get you to go and get
yeah,
a couple
I'm
of
definitely down.
more.
I was supposed to play in one.
Awesome.
What was it last summer? And I like kept telling all the guys like I'm in. And then like a week, I was probably like 2 weeks before the tournament. They were like, hey, just reminding you, like tournament's coming up. I'm like, I'm actually out. Like, dude, you've been saying you've been in for months. Like, I'm like, I fucked up, got the wrong date. Like I got something else. I'm sorry. Like I definitely, and that was like a competitive tournament where like there was some body contact. I'm like, all right, well, fuck, you know, I'll drop the gloves again and I'll throw some body around. So I kind of missed out, I guess, but next
Your
time,
fiance
let
would
me
kill
know.
if you drop the gloves.
Listen, if I played like a legit like competitive game, I think there'd be a good chance of that. I don't know, something about it. I just miss it. Like, hit me in the face. I don't care. I'm already ugly. You know, as long as I get a couple shots, it's fine. You know.
You show up to the wedding with a fucking black eye and you're missing your
Dude.
front tooth.
Yeah, your
My
nose is
fiance-
just touching your ear.
I mean, man, my nose is already crooked. My fiance breaks my balls about it. Like, turn this way or like twist it. I'm like, yo, like it just broke a couple times, and that's just how it formed. What do you want me to tell you? Like,
I went to one of the Chicklets meetups in Tin Roof in Fort Lauderdale, and listen, nothing wrong. Nicest guy ever. Kobe Armstrong's nose is mangled. It is fucked up. From all those, he was a goon in the fucking league. Yeah, his shit was great guy, nicest guy ever, but his nose was mangled. He's got the fucking beak sideways.
Hey, I'd take that nose for NHL career and a couple mil in the bank. Tell you that.
oh, 100%, 100%. All day, because you can always, you know, like granted, if he ever wanted to get some plastic surgery later on down the line, he's got the funds for it and doesn't have to think
for
twice.
sure.
He does.
You know,
It's like the Daffy Duck, where like Elmer Fudd blows his nose around, like spins around his head like 4 times. Like, but
man, I think I broke my nose the first time, and this was when I was at their academy. I got into a scrap, went toe to toe with this kid. Actually, funny story. Went toe to toe, literally rock'em sock'em robots, just right after right. I had a trail of blood going to my bench. He had a trail of blood going to his bench. And at the rink, there was only one like just community shower. You didn't have showers in like each locker room. So I'm in the locker room and I didn't know any better. Like, man, I'm in high school. I'm a young kid. I'm just blowing bloody snot rockets on the ground. And I'm just thinking like, I got to clear it up. And so like I finished that. I walk into the shower and like, as soon as I open the door, I hear the shower running. And I'm in my head, I'm like, all right, there's only fucking one person that's hitting the showers early, and that's got to be him. And I walk in, we make eye contact, like both butt naked. And his nose is leaking still. My nose is leaking still. And we both literally look at each other, shake each other's hand, like, dude, hell of a fight. And we were just shooting the shit in the shower together for like 5 minutes.
It's
Like,
unreal.
you want to talk about just
Yeah, that's
hockey
unreal.
being hockey, you know? Like, and then, like, of course, like,
In the
I
wrestling.
leave the rink, get into the car, and I'm thinking my dad's going to fucking rip into me because, I don't know, back in the day, man, I was just a shithead. Like, I just wanted to play tough, fucking fight any chance I could, piss me off, I'm going to drop the gloves. And I'm thinking he's going to just fucking lay into me. And he literally looked over and smirked, and he goes, hell of a fight. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, I appreciate it. But let me tell you, I went to school that next day. My nose was swollen. I had 2 black eyes from blowing the snot rockets. And I'm at their academy, like I said. And I see the coach turn the corner, and I'm trying to bury my head in a book. I'm not reading the damn thing, but I was like, I just don't want to have him look at me. All of a sudden I hear, hey, Tom. Hey, coach. And he goes, the hell happened to you? So I got into a hockey fight, coach. I was like, sorry. He goes, yeah, come see me in my office when you get a chance. I'm like, fuck. Of course, he really laid into me. He's like, dude, you first year here, like, you can't be doing this. Like, teachers and everybody already hate the hockey players, and now you're walking into school like that. Like, coach, you were a hockey player. Like, emotions got going. Like, we went. Like, I don't know what I'm going to tell you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, oh yeah. So like, I definitely took some heat for it, but it is what it is, you know?
Fuck it. It's worth it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely worth it. The girls loved it. Are you shitting me? Oh, what happened? Oh, are you okay? Like, no, I'm not. Can you help me? Like,
Yeah.
oh
That's
man, oh
crazy.
man.
Fuck yeah.
We should. No, I think. I mean, this has been an unreal pod. Anything else you guys have on your guys' end, or even you two? I think I kind of. I think we got.
I'm
to
all
that.
set over here.
No.
Yeah. I got
Fuck yeah.
nothing.
Well, need a big Rangers comeback. Tom, thank you so much for coming on. And well, see you boys, girls, anyone else. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
Thanks for having me, boys. I appreciate it. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for
Yes,
coming
Yeah.
on.